happiness. Can you be happy while doing this journey, or will you only be happy when you see your sales numbers up, when you start getting that Amazon check in 2 weeks? A lot of the times that's the case. A lot of the times, and I would even say most of the times, people will only think they will be happy when they get those Amazon sales. But guess what's gonna happen? You might get the Amazon sales, and then your sales might decrease for whatever reason. Maybe you have a hijacker, maybe something. Your sales will decrease and you will be unhappy instantly, even though you were doing so well. What could happen is your sales are stable for weeks, for months, and you become so used to it that now you are no longer happy because you want more. You want more sales, you want an increase. You're doing everything in your product. Your reviews went up 1/2 star. You are optimizing your listing, and nothing you do gets those sales up, right? Maybe you can't even find the next product. And some of these examples even I have done. I've tried so many things to just squeeze out any bits of the product that could just take it to the next level, when I realized I was focusing on the wrong thing. I shouldn't be focused on squeezing everything out of my Amazon sales, because that's not the way to success. And if you have this mentality of also only being happy when you find a product, when it does well, you won't be. You honestly will not be. And I really needed to make this video because I get a lot of messages, whether it's from students in my PL club or my course. They have instant access to my email, so we chat on there very, very frequently. But the thing is this problem of happiness or feeling dismotivated, and I feel like I needed to put this out there and make this public announcement, and maybe even factor in some of my journey aspects, because happiness is not when you achieve something. Happiness is right now. Feeling content is right now. Feeling like you're progressing and doing well, because what's going to happen is you will reach that set goal, but by that time you have already realized your capabilities in this field, and you will have a different set of potentials. You will want to do a different thing. Instead of saying maybe you want 10K a month in sales, maybe now you want 20, and you will be unhappy because you don't see 20,000. If you're having a difficult time doing product research right now, or finding a product, and you're dissatisfied and you're feeling negative about it, you're feeling dismotivated, you want to quit, you want to stop. If you do find a product and you launch it, and you're on the lookout for your second product, you will have the exact same feelings. You will have the exact same feelings of being dissatisfied, upset, irritated, all of those things. And it's okay. It's honestly okay if you're feeling this right now, because I can tell you, this is one of my most, it's actually bittersweet now, because I remember so vividly, I just had so much stuff going on in my life, and I was at a Starbucks on my computer, just relentlessly doing product research. At that time, I was still contemplating going to med school. I was trying to contemplate other business models. This is before Amazon was like a huge part of my life. This is me just doing Amazon product research, and I'm like, this is gonna, I had a very positive mindset throughout this whole thing. Just this certain aspects. Of course, it's okay to feel low during times, but we'll get into that later. So I'm doing product research, and I just felt so frustrated because at this point, I've been doing it for a few weeks, out at least 4 hours a day of just product research. I would just dedicate time, sit down, focus, and every time I think I'd find something, there'd always be something wrong. And I thought I found this product and it was in a gated category, and I knew nothing about gated categories at that time. I'm like, that's not gonna work. And for a second, I just kind of had this moment of like, wow, this kind of sucks. You know, that's how I was feeling. I snapped out of it though. I realized that, you know what, it's all a learning experience. I took some time. It was like 15 minutes to just kind of decompress, watch some other videos. And I realized that over this even like weeks of period of doing product research, I have came such a long way, because I was opening the extension and I would not understand anything. And now it finally started to click. This is a time where I was realizing how to kind of compare competitors, which is what I teach everybody to do. Actually, even in my very, very low risk private label club, the plclub.com project, knowing how to validate your product in all steps of the way is something I was never taught, and I had to fight through that the hard way and just look at all these sellers and, oh, what do I do? What do I do? This is so overwhelming. I now know that students need this, so I focus very heavily on this. But that was a moment of weakness. No, it was a moment of growth, and it's okay to have those. It's okay if you're sitting there and you're feeling discouraged, unmotivated, you want to close your laptop, put it down. What do you do in that time? What do they all say? They say, you know what? No, grind it out. Put in, if you're not getting results, put in more hours. Put in 10 more hours. You don't sleep tonight. You don't need sleep. Drink a coffee. No, please don't do that. I think that if you push against it, it's not going to work. It's going to make things worse. It's going to make things harder for you. You're going to feel less motivated. Close your laptop, go on a walk, watch a movie, take a bath, do your makeup, play a musical instrument, do something that you actually want to do. Maybe you've been not going to lunches with your friends because you've been focused on this business. It's okay. One day is not going to do anything to you. Please prioritize your sleep, prioritize your fitness, but honestly, prioritize up here, because that's what's going to make it or break it in this business. There will always be moments of you thinking you need to do more, you feel like you're not making enough progress, maybe a product launches and it fails. That will always be happening, because that's business. That's life. It's not just a product. It's life, your life mentality, okay? A product can fail, but something horrible in life could happen. There's so many bad things that could potentially happen. And what mental state are you in? Are you in a negative state or thinking happiness is a destination? Or are you appreciating everything in life because you love the journey? There's so many things in my life where I look back and I think, whoa, I wanted this, and what I wanted, I'm here right now. Did I think I would be there? I sure hope so. Did I like visualize and feel giddy about having it? Yeah, I did, because I wanted that. But how would you ever know? How would you ever know until you're actually in the place? You don't. You just have to have this belief, the strength, the imagination. You just have to kind of be willing to accept the fact that those possibilities are in fact possibilities, and at one point you will be sitting in that spot. But I want you to just imagine any experience, big or small, of anything you once wanted that you now have, because I think that speaks volumes. Something you really just wanted. It could be as simple as a item of clothing, or you know, just going somewhere fun and you didn't have the time or the finances. I don't know, maybe a beloved moment with someone special. Anything, right? And everyone has to have that, right? Just like, wow, I really wanted this a month ago and now I'm sitting here. Did you know you were gonna have that a month ago? Probably not. You sure hoped for it. So why is that any different? Why is that any different than what you're doing right now? Could you do $5,000 a month in sales on Amazon? A lot of people are. Why is it not possible? Why? There is no reason, because it is. It really, really is. Just think about this. Hundreds of thousands of, well, hundreds, a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people did not anything, or they did about Amazon. They didn't have a product. Actually think about this, every single seller on Amazon never had a product, ever. They never had a product. Every single person selling on Amazon has never had a product until the day that they got a product. Until the day they got 2, 5, 10, 100, 200, thousands of products, and their revenue started going up and their life started to change. Of course, this didn't all happen overnight, but can you imagine? Do you think they would have these hundreds of products if they were mopey and depressed and thinking, it's a destination. I will only be happy when I get these, because that's not how it works, and that's not true. You have to know and you have to appreciate, because time goes on, life goes on. You don't want to waste your years. This isn't just an Amazon speech I'm doing. This is a life speech. Years will go on, and when you look back, do you want to say, I've been sad or displeased or irritated because I was waiting for something to happen? I was waiting for an Amazon product, or I was waiting for my life to change, and knowing that I will only be happy when it changes. No, my friends, no, that is toxic, and that's a waste of this precious life. It's a waste of these precious days. Things will work out easier for you if you are more relaxed, if you are more happy. If you don't feel like doing it right in this second, don't. I know this is contrary to popular belief. Do something that you enjoy. If you're not doing something you love, then why are we even here? Why? What's the point? Do something in that moment. If it's for 10 minutes, if it's for an hour, if it's for 2 hours, of something you truly enjoy, and then that will give you flame to do something you kind of least enjoy perhaps. Maybe you're not really in the mood to do this, but you're going to be riding that wave of positivity of like, I just did something I really enjoyed, and now I'm gonna translate it to doing something I'm kind of dreading a little bit, but I'm a little bit more happier than just going into it with a negative attitude. Since now I'm in a slightly better attitude, you will start to see things that you didn't see if you went into this in a more negative way. And that's where the magic is. The magic isn't just waking up and finding a product, although that does happen. You will get insights to, maybe let me look this up, I saw this somewhere and it happens to be good. That could happen. But the magic is in getting yourself into a slightly more better feeling place, so you can ride that wave up to the place of feeling positive about this and starting to see opportunities that you would not have seen. And that's what the magic is. That's what's gonna make you enjoy the process, because you see the kind of little pick-me-ups along the way, and you're more encouraged to do it. You want to do it more. And I encourage you to do this. I encourage you to enjoy the little things. I encourage you to, one day you will be looking back, if you stick this out long enough, and you'll say, wow, remember those times where I didn't feel that great? Well, look at what we have now, right? So hopefully your mentality isn't there, and you learn to realize that there's always going to be different types of displeasances, I don't know if that's a word, or problems, right? There's always going to be that. So you have to change and shift your mentality. If you're feeling that way, don't worry, it's normal. Things don't just come like that. Sometimes they do. Eventually, hopefully they will, or with more ease. But right now, do something you love, and then go back to doing this, which will flourish into amazing things if you stick through it. Anyways, great chatting with you today. All my links are down below as usual. Like the vid, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, my beautiful Amazon friends. And keep a smile on your face, okay? Okay.